Hi, this is your girl Teresa with the Ntheknow Radio Talk Show, and I have a special guest. I guess you say all of my guests are special, right? But she's really, really, really special because I've known her forever. When I first started Ntheknow, that's how I met Miss Community, Diane, Miss Community. I just knew her by the community lady. That's the lady to know about everything that's going on in town, and I thought I was in the know. She had to put me in the know. Okay, so. Diane, I just want to thank you for coming and welcome you to the show.
Thank you for the invite.
Oh, yeah. So the reason I wanted to bring Diane on is because she's just a wealth of knowledge. And a lot of times when people are out there trying to search for this or search for that or need help with this is the lady that can do it. She can tell you where to go to get the resources that you need to know. So Diane, tell them a little bit about what you do.
Well, again, my name is Diane Gibson, aka Miss Community. And so a lot of what I do is I found out that a lot of people were not connected. I call it connecting the dots. And what I mean by that is that there's a lot of activities going on in the city of Dallas. There's a lot of services out here. But the bottom line is most people don't know how to connect to the people that need the services. So what happens is, and a lot of times, we're sending money back from a lot of the nonprofits and government agencies because they don't know how to reach the people, because for the bottom line, they don't give media money.
I mean, you send money back to where?
To the people that gave it to you, like utility assistants and rental assistants. Because you know you have a certain length of time that you have to spend the money.
Okay.
And so, you know, if you're not spending it, you have to send it back.
And so you've been sending money back because we have.
Well, I don't send money back.
Okay. They've been sending money back because people out there that need the assistance aren't tapping into the resources, right? Okay. So how can they tap into those resources?
Well, one of the ways is there's a number 211, and 211 has not been established by the city. That actually tells you, if you give them your zip code, they tell you what agency actually has funding.
Oh, okay.
Like now, this is the last of the month, right? So those of you that need rental assistance, don't wait until after the first, because by then the money is gone. Because for the most part, you have so much that you're allotted per month to spend.
Oh, okay.
So most people know that it's the end of the month and the first week of the month. But best to get started now today. Okay. Because even those of us that work, I know now whether or not I'm going to have my rent on the first of the month, or whether or not I'm going to pay utility bills. It's not good to wait until they cut the service off or until they file the eviction notice, because in any type of government or any special agency, it takes like 30 days to process the paperwork.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you want to get started now making those phone calls. Again, we have like drug treatment, and that's free and available to the public. A lot of people that have family members or may need the training themselves, or the classes themselves, or need the treatment themselves, they have no idea that you have agencies that will actually pay for that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
do you have to live in the Dallas?
Some
city
restrictions
of Dallas,
is City of Dallas, and some are Dallas County.
Okay.
So it all depends. And once you call 211, they will be able to tell you. I mean, just like last week, municipal courts offered a real good deal for everybody that actually had these active warrants. A lot of times, most people don't find out they have active warrants until they go renew their license, or they go get to renew their tags. And then that's when you find out, no, you can't renew your tags. Well, guess what? We actually have a night court right here, 2014 Main Street, downtown Dallas, that you don't have to take off from work. The night court is open from 1 p.m. until 9 p.m.
Oh, okay.
So guess what? You get off from work and you come and take care of your citations. It's free parking after 6 o'clock. And a lot of times, in lieu of finding court costs, you get to do community service.
Okay. So
you're still not out of any additional money. There's also another court that we have that is called the Veterans Court. So just guess what? You may think that you don't qualify, and because you got a dishonorable discharge, but the laws have changed now. So it's on a case-by-case basis. So you want to come to the Veterans Court, and now you don't have to do all that yourself. If you're a veteran, come to the Veterans Court. It's actually in South Oak Cliff, and we have staff that will actually work as advocacy for you.
Oh,
they will work on your behalf to try and get your benefits started.
Okay.
And so those are things that I be trying to get out to the community to let them know what services are available to them. Like Concord Baptist Church now is offering free tax services. You know, where some people are going and paying all this money. Oh, wow. And the one thing I want to say about all tax people, I know most of you are saying, Diane, we need the money right away. You know what? Stop giving your money away.
Yeah.
You know, you are paying anywhere from $200 to $300 and $400. If you've waited a whole year for it, 21 more days or 6 more weeks is not going to make that big of a difference. And so what you should do, if you're going to pay that kind of money, you'd be amazed at how you could actually go to a bank now and just open your own account. And what I would do is say, okay, I was going to give somebody else $300 just to cash my check. So you know what? I'm going to put that $300 in a savings and forget it's there. Because you was going to give it away anyway.
And you said if you go to Concord Church, you can actually get your taxes done free. And when you mentioned that, when I was on the way down here to the radio station, I was listening to a station and they were talking about how people are being surprised with the amount of money that they're getting is less than what they normally got because the way they changed the tax laws were changed, and then also the deductions and the number of people that you can actually say that you what is it
that
called?
You're claiming.
You're claiming.
Earned income credit is not earned income credit like it used to be.
So with that said, you may think you're going to get a big check back like you normally get, but it's going to be reduced. So if you can save some money instead of paying and wanting it in advance and taking a loan on your taxes, go ahead and just go to Concord or find a resource that you can utilize to get your taxes done at no cost and bank that money.
Right. And then just think, not only are you banking it, but you're drawing interest on that money as well. And so it's just a win-win. And then the one thing we need to do, and they're doing it at the Martin Luther King Center, is financial literacy.
Okay.
And they're doing that at the Martin Luther King Center. If you have $4,000 that you're trying to put down on a car, why would you put down $4,000 on a car when you can actually probably find somebody that can go to the auction and just buy you a car?
Yeah, exactly.
And then that way you don't have to worry about nobody ever repossessing it, because now you're going to drive off with a car that's paid for.
Yeah, it's all kinds of ways to say that.
That's one of the things that we need to do. The other thing is, like, they have these first-time home buyers program. And if we have any contractors that's listening, the city now with the City of Dallas Housing Project, they're looking for contractors now to do minor home repairs and remodeling and building affordable housing. And so we're actually in a need, desperate need, to actually find people, contractors that can actually do that. And so those are some of the things that I like to get the word out, to let people know that help is out there. I have Pastor Cullen that always says, it's going to be crying in heaven. And I said, well, Pastor, there's supposed to be no crying in heaven. He said, yes, it is. He said, because what's going to happen is when we get there, the Lord going to say, see, I had all this for you.
All of this, and you didn't tap
into it.
And that's what we do every single day.
That's right.
You know, 211 is one of the resources that I use for my seniors, since I have the insurance agency and I help seniors get qualified for Medicaid or Q&B or Q1 to help with their Part B premium. And I always tell them, I said, it doesn't stop there. There's so many resources. If you are qualified for Medicaid, then you qualify for a free phone. There's all kind of programs that are available for you. The pantries where you can get food stamps, things of that nature. So if you're out there and you're hurting and you're in need, pick up the phone and dial 211 and see what resources are actually available for you. And yeah, you're going to have to do a little bit of work. Yeah. You're going to have to fill out an application. You're going to have to go somewhere. But if you need the help, go get it.
And here's the thing. It's called checks and balances. We can't just, I wish we could just give it to you, but we have to be held accountable too. So that paperwork is what holds us accountable, saying, here's what did you do with it? Here's what we did. Here's what we paid. So it's not just a free fall. You have to be held accountable. And I want to mention Minnie's Food Pantry. She's actually trying to get to Oak Cliff now. But Minnie's Food Pantry out in Plano is actually giving out food. She gives out clothing. I mean, it's just excellent. But again, we have to start communicating and let people know what services are available out there. The City of Dallas has another program that for those of you that have parents, and maybe they're still elderly and they don't want to sit at home all day.
Exactly.
So they have a program that's with Dallas County. It is free.
Okay.
And they have 12 nutrition centers located throughout Dallas County. I love it because there's some swinging singles.
Okay.
Not singles, but seniors. Seniors. I'm sorry, you guys.
Singles, so you
swinging,
know what's on her mind.
Yes.
Okay.
It's Friday night. What can I say? But they have senior adult programs that they literally would go pick you up. And so just say your parents are at home or parent, but, they get tired of sitting in the house all day long. And so guess what? The nutrition program will go pick them up, take them to a nutrition center. They get to sit and meet with other seniors. Concord, thank you, has the largest one. We have over 80 senior adults in our program.
Wow.
Yes. and they are some party animals, okay?
I bet.
I'm serious. They do cooking classes. They play games. They go on shopping sprees. They do a little of it
all of that.
Yeah. And the good thing about it, each nutrition center have their own colored T-shirts, so that way they know to recognize each other.
Okay.
And it has the name of the center. Plus, they get breakfast, they get lunch, and then a snack. And here's the key: it's free.
It's free.
And it's Monday through Friday. So guess what? While you're at work, you don't have to keep worrying about whether your mom or your dad is okay. They're at a nutrition center. So by the time they get home, you get off from work, you go by. All you have to do now is get them prepared for dinner, and all is well. And guess what? You're not out of any money.
Oh, wow. And so we had Daryl Quarles from Dallas Parks and Recreation on earlier, and he was saying if you live in the city of Dallas and you're 60 years or older, then you can get a free membership at any one of their Dallas Parks and Recreations, and then they have the senior programs, and then they can go out and not sit at home. So now they could go to the Dallas Parks and Recreations. They can go to the
nutrition centers.
The nutrition center. So there's so much out there that's available for you as a senior that you need to tap into.
And we need to keep our parents active.
Yes.
The other program at the City of Dallas and West Dallas Multipurpose Center, say if your parents saying, you know what, I need to go to the grocery store, I need to go pick up a prescription, I need to go to the doctor's office, free.
Free.
Yes.
Okay. Transportation
To and from. And it's, again, I can't say this enough, it is free.
Okay, now I got one that I know about too, and that is they have a program for the city of Dallas for dental. So if you're a senior and you're 60 years of age or older and you live in the city of Dallas, there are 2 locations, Agape is one of them, that you can go to and get your fillings, extractions, cleanings, root canals, things of that nature done at a reduced price, and sometimes it's free. I think the most that I've seen a senior charge is maybe $35. Okay, so it's so many resources out. That's why I had to bring this community on. See, I'm going to ask her right on air, and we're going to play this video. Okay, so first I was just doing a show for 1 hour from 1 to 2. So now my show is from 12 to 2. And I just really want to see if you can come on sometimes and talk about the things that are going on.
I sure can.
Okay, how often?
You tell me.
Okay. So is this a good time?
Yeah, Friday afternoon is a good time.
Friday afternoon, because when the show is live, I'm here from 12 to 2.
Okay.
Can you do anything between 12 and 2?
Yeah, I can do 12 to 1.
Okay. Y'all just heard it. So she's going to come back. She's going to come back, and she is going to work with me and work with the radio station, which is Y99FM KYBS. And we do serve the Balk Springs, Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area. You can see us online as well. And again, I just want to thank you, Diane, for taking time to come.
And let me just say to them, you guys, this is a serious election going on. We're getting ready to elect our mayor for the next 4 years. Please not only register, but register and vote.
And since you brought up voting, where can, I heard a lot about if they get the ballots, and it affected seniors a lot. So the seniors were saying that when they said that they wanted their ballots mailed to them, okay, if they mailed them to them, and then by the time it was time to vote, they couldn't find them. So then they would go to the polls, and then a lot of them were told that they couldn't vote because they received the ballot through the mail.
No, you can still do a challenge ballot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell them how to do that.
Okay, once you go to the polling location, if you didn't mail in your ballot, now if you mailed in your ballot, that's a problem. But if you did not mail in your ballot and you go to the polling location, and if you tell them that, look, I didn't mail my ballot back in, I couldn't find it, whatever, then what you need to tell them is, I want to do a challenge ballot. And what that means is that they will still allow you to vote, but once they go back to the voting, which is Dallas County election, they will make sure, first of all, that you never did mail in a ballot. If you didn't mail in a ballot, then your vote will count.
Okay. Y'all heard that, right?
Yeah. And if you have the ballot, sometime if you can find it and you just forgot to mail it back in a timely manner, if you would take the mail-in ballot to the polling location, you can just give them the ballot back, and then they'll allow you to vote.
Okay.
So it's 2 different ways, but you never refuse, never let them tell you just can't. Always say, then I want to do a challenge ballot.
Okay, you heard it. You heard it from Miss Community, right? So y'all going to wait for her to come back and give us some more valuable information. Okay. And we just thank you for tuning in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.